honest to God, thanks for cruising again. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Because here's what I learned in March of 2020. I'm completely non-essential. No, that is no joke. If it were not for you people, I would be saying welcome to Walmart right now. So thank you so much for cruising again. Did anybody cruise in the between times in the kind of not pandemic when it was? Yeah, when there's like 20 of us on this giant ship. Yeah, that didn't suck, I gotta be honest. It was super easy to get an elevator, wasn't it? Yeah, they didn't have the day of the week, they had your name. Yeah, shit, this is Dave's elevator. You know, he sleeps till noon. Fuck it, he'll never leave. Let's just take it up to the Windjammer and get what we want. Windjammer, you enjoying the Windjammer? Getting enough to eat up there? Good heavens, they feed you 24/7 and then they tell you not to flush anything bulky down the toilet. I can't do both those things. I don't know. I enjoy the Windjammer. I like to judge other people's plates. Do you? I do. I give people the side eye. Oh, look what you're putting together over there. Some people's idea of a balanced meal is whatever they can balance on that plate. Hey, it's your vacation. You shouldn't care what I think or what anybody else thinks about what you're eating. Eat what you want, right? Yeah. But we have to admit, we eat things at a buffet that we wouldn't eat at a restaurant because they simply would not be available. So a guy the other day had a baked potato, he had mashed potatoes, he had French fries, he had potato salad. That's not gonna get it. You're not gonna get that at a restaurant, right? You're just gonna have this number 4, this potato platter. All potatoes. Oh, with the side of waffles. That's how I roll. Oh, by the way, I like the Windjammer. I have one complaint. Jell-O is not a dessert. There, I said it. It's not. It's hospital food. Jell-O is not. Jell-O is what you eat when you can't eat anything else. That's. I don't care if you put a fucking blueberry on it. It's not dessert. And yellow Jell-O, now you're just punking us. What? I mean, if you have to have Jell-O, you choose the red Jell-O, right? The only reason you have yellow Jell-O is when you have your colonoscopy the next day. I really, you guys are coming out. I appreciate it. I got young people go out, but I see a good deal of my people here tonight. I do. I know. I see a number of people that probably wouldn't be at a comedy show on a Friday night, even in your real lives, right? Oh, no. You hit 50, it starts getting hard to leave the house. That's a fact. It happened to me. People call me up. You want to go out? Outside? It's dark outside. Who am I kidding? I already took off my bra. I'm not going. Yeah, I don't know how it works at your house, but at my house, the bra's off, the day's done. That's it. I don't care if it's noon. I don't care if the house is on fire. I'll go bouncing out in the front yard. I don't give a shit. It just feels too good to take it off. I go full on chimpanzee, and I'm like, oh. Okay, I'm the only primate. Look, man, I stopped caring what people think about me. That's one good thing about getting old, right? You stop giving a shit what other people think. Yeah, right? Yeah, give it up for that. Fellow older people. I'm sure there's something else good about it, yeah. Nope, I haven't found it yet. I turned 60 last month. I turned 60 years old. You know, so don't clap. It's just what happens when you don't die. But it did occur to me on my 60th birthday, I was like, hey, I got too old to ever die young. That's a milestone, right? I just passed it. And I know 60's too young to die, but we have to be honest. If I drop dead tomorrow, nobody says, oh, that's so sad. She had her whole life ahead of her. Because she doesn't anymore, does she? Most of it's behind me now. I could do the math. My sister, however, cannot. She's 2 years older than I am, and she insists on calling us middle-aged. Not me, sister. I have no intention of being 120. None whatsoever. We had a great Aunt Mary. She lived to be 102, and the last time I saw her, she was trying to eat the buttons off her blouse. So, certain I don't want to last that long time. Sneaks up on you getting old, too, right? It'll hit you like a fist in the middle of the day. Happened to me not long ago. I was just in my closet. I'm looking for something to wear, and I was like, did I start buying all of my clothes at Costco? When does that start? It was not yesterday. I got a shit ton of clothes from Costco. When I was young, my favorite designer was Halston. Now it's some dude named Kirkland. I like his signature things. Oh, God. I know young women, they don't buy their wardrobe at Costco. The reason I know this is, well, I was once a young woman. And I did shop at Costco, by the way. That's where I got my vodka. Right? You want to buy that bulk in your 20s. Giant boxes of tampons that lasted all year. I used to get those at Costco, too. But not my wardrobe, for heaven's sakes. No way. I cared about fashion when I was young. I was truly obsessed, honestly. I lived in New York City in my 20s. I'm tall, and I was super, super skinny. At the time, I was living on white wine and cocaine, but that's a different story. It was the 1980s in New York. I was not alone, I'll tell you that. But fashion was on fire in New York in the 80s. I mean, it just landed there. The whole planet of fashion landed in New York, and I was obsessed. I knew the designers. I followed the trends. I got the magazines, right? I would pick something out in the magazine, and then I'd go hunt it down in the city. And when I say hunt, I mean on foot, not my phone, you lazy little bitches, all right? That's right, I broke a sweat for the stuff I wanted. And if something didn't fit me the way I needed it to fit me, I used to take it to my tailor. Because at 25, I had a tailor. And now I'm just rifling through stacks of shit on a table. Those are gonna fit. $16.99, I'm getting 2 pairs. Black and gray. Ooh, watch out for the rotisserie chicken. Because you know you're in a fine fashion establishment when you can get pants and a chicken. They don't do that at Fashion Week. Do you like the Costco chicken? You guys like that chicken when you're home? Yeah. Can you get it home with both drumsticks? Okay, I'm the only pig in the room. It's a hot chicken. I don't know how you folks do it, but it's not in the back of my car sliding around making a mess, right? It gets its own little box. That chicken is sitting right next to me in the passenger seat when I'm driving home. God damn it, that chicken smells good. I'm just gonna lift up the leg. A little piece of chicken. Costco, they wrap this silicone thing around the leg, so if you're driving, you have to wrestle with your fucking chicken. I get the chicken home. My husband's like, what happened to the chicken? Costco selling crippled chickens, I guess. You know, they're not even $5. You shouldn't expect them to have both legs. That's how they can be cage-free. One-legged chickens don't need fences, folks. Just think about it for a second. They're not going very far. Well, we're on a cruise, so we know we got married people. Give it up for married people. Make some noise for the institution. Yes, I'm happily married myself. I'm 32 years married this month. Yeah, you can clap for that. I'm proud of that. Staying married is a whole lot harder than staying alive, I'll tell you that. I'm not kidding. I'm proud of that. Who's been married longer than I have? 32. Yeah, how long? 40. Give it up for 40 years. Can anybody be 40? Yeah, how long? 42. All right. Anybody be 42? In the 40s, yeah, those 50s, they're sleeping now. They're in bed. They're in bed by now. Good for them. Do we have any newlyweds? They're in bed too. Good for them. That'll sneak up on you too and hit you in the middle of that shit. I've been married forever. Happened to me during the lockdown. I said to my husband, I said, hey, I need to take a shower. My husband said, ooh, I need to take a shower too. You want to take one together? I was like, no. Why the hell would I want to do that? Oh God, don't tell me we're in a water shortage too. Because look, if there's a drought, I'm a good citizen. I will pitch in. I will share a shower to save water. But otherwise, I'm a grown goddamn woman and I shower by myself. You do that when you're young. I remember doing it. Oh, it's so sexy. We'll shower together. But you're pretending. It's never as good in there. It's not someone's in the cold spot. I don't care how young and good looking you are. This is not sexy. Switch. And if your sex involves a fella and he ends up in the cold spot, there's a perfectly good bed in the other room. Go fuck in that like grown-ups for heaven's sake. You do silly stuff when you're young. It's time to do it. Sex on the beach. You do that when you're young, right? Once. Yeah, once, because you quickly learn that sex and sand is a bad combination. They don't go together at all. What I learned is my cervix does not need exfoliating. That's a lesson you only need to learn once. Anyways, anybody just travel with friends, pals, buddies? Anybody on a trip just for platonic reasons? No? I travel with my girlfriends. That's why I ask. We take trips together. I'm at that age. I love my husband. I'm very happily married. I did have to accept the fact, gosh, I think it took me 15 years, but I finally accepted that when I ask my husband what he's thinking and he says nothing, he's not lying to me. For a very long time, I thought he was keeping secrets, but he's not. He's honest to God not thinking anything. I want to be clear. This is not a put down. There's no insults. I talk about this with an envy I cannot describe because I had never thought nothing. I didn't understand that was possible, right? That's why I thought he was lying to me, because this up here's a fucking pinball machine. It's 60 years of 24/7. My brain wakes me up in the middle of the night just so I can think about stuff. Does your brain do that? That is the world. It's 4 a.m. because it's time to open up the anxiety closet. Wander around here and look for shit to worry about. At least I'll get some steps in. Meanwhile, my husband, unburdened by thoughts, he can sleep like a baby. And I can't get back to sleep if he's snoring. It's not like I want to wake him up, right? I love him very much, but if he doesn't roll over, I'm going to get all fucking night. Honey, you're snoring, to which my husband says, no, I'm not. Anybody got a no, I'm not?
Yes!
Oh, back here, where's the no, I'm not?
Right here.
You're, where, who's who? Who's the no, I'm not?
I'm a no, I'm not.
You're the no, I'm not. Who are you saying no, I'm not to?
Oh, he ain't here.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's a coincidence. I just don't understand it. I don't look. What's the no, I'm not? Why would the person wake you up in the middle of the night to tell you you're snoring if you are not fucking snoring? Why? You just would rather gaslight him. Stop being a dick, just roll over. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That was it. Stop being a dick, just roll over. It's a 3-second TED Talk. It's a TikTok TED Talk. That's what it is. Anyway, last time my girlfriends and I traveled, we went to New Orleans. Have you guys been to New Orleans? That's a crazy town. They have drive-through daiquiri stands. You guys got them in Texas too, I understand. Yeah. You guys are nuts in Texas, man. Let's buy guns, drive around, get drunk. Why not? Well, I don't know how it works in Texas, but here's how it works in New Orleans, right? You go through the drive-thru, you get your cocktail, comes in a to-go cup, of course, because you're in the drive-thru, but the straw comes on the side, and they've covered the hole with tape. Yeah. That's right, they've secured the alcohol with Scotch tape. Look, I'm from Colorado. We're fairly liberal with our substances. That's a fucking open container, people. Scotch tape. But here's where I learned about Louisiana. Drinking and driving firmly entrenched in the culture of that state. When they started Mothers Against Drunk Driving, it was like the late 1970s, early 1980s. It took them more than 20 years to get a single chapter in the state of Louisiana. People were not interested in driving and not drinking. They just, what the hell am I supposed to do on my way to work? And you learn this about New Orleans, because they tell you in the airport there's a big banner. They're proud of it. They have New Orleans has the #1 liver transplant hospital in the world. Not the country, the world. That's no accident, right? New Orleans thought this through. This is a full circle business model, folks. Visit New Orleans and fuck up your liver. When you need a new liver, we'll have you right back in New Orleans. I just can't figure out where they're getting the livers. It can't be Louisiana. I think they must import them from Utah. What? That's where I'm going if I ever need a liver. Are you kidding me? I want a clean living LDS, never touched alcohol liver. I'm not going to Ireland because I'm Irish and I've seen my people drink. So. Truthfully, the older I get and the longer I'm married, the more I kind of wish I was a Mormon, because I like the idea of a sister wife. I said it. I like it. I think it sounds fun. I get a girlfriend. We can hang out all day, talk about the shit I've been thinking about. Hey, what is it today, Wednesday? Yeah, you fuck them. I'm going to watch The Voice. Tomorrow we'll go to Costco and get some new pants. Because I definitely want a an older sister wife, and not because I'm jealous. No, I'm not jealous. I want somebody to commiserate with about the aging process. I am not loving it. People say it beats the alternative. Well, I haven't been dead yet, so I don't know. Tell you, I could have been 50 for 50 years. I'd have signed a contract, right? But shit breaks down. I'm like out of cartilage now. I can't sneak up behind you on the stairs. I'll tell you that. People hear me coming a mile away. Sorry I woke you. It's bone on bone over here. Oh my God. I know. People say you don't look 60. Well, that's because you haven't seen my MRI. All right. All right, and all the stuff you have to do before you die. Like, look, getting a mammogram would be a lot better if you could do it with your mammogram buddy. You and your sister wife would schedule them the same day. That's just sensible, right? Hey, sister wife, we gotta go squeeze in those mammograms. Ah! Squeeze! My sister wife's gonna laugh her ass off. Fuck you people. Maybe squeeze is the wrong word. Crush, smash, pulverize, because that's what they do to your breast if you haven't had one yet. This is what you have to look forward to. They take your breast and they smash it this way, that way. And when I say flat, I mean like a cutlet, right? Like somebody wants to make titty piccata. My last mammogram, I had a very young and very attractive mammogram guy. No, I don't want that. I want my mammograms from Kathy Bates, not Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Plus he was chatty. That's just weird. Nobody wants to talk. You just want it over, right? You got that machine in front of you, and you have to get your breast to a very particular part on the bottom plate. So when that top plate comes down to smash you, you've gotten it right the first time, but we're not the same size, shape, weight, or whatever, and the machine can't change, so we have to. You gotta contort yourself to get your boob right where they want it. So I got my tiptoe there, got my shoulder thrown back there, my arm is dangling someplace I can't see it, and Jake is giving me a hand. He's helping us find the spot we want. He informs me that I have dense breast tissue. Yeah, well, my husband says it feels like good pizza dough. Could we just do this? Down comes the top plate. Ow, ow, ow. So are you from around here? Hey, Jake, let's wait till my boob is out of the George Foreman grill before we chat. Taped a BB to my nipple this time. Have you had that done? Anybody had the BB? Yeah. I was like, what's the BB for? He said, that's so the radiologist knows it's your nipple. That didn't inspire a lot of confidence, did it? So it's like my 7th mammogram too, and I was like, what the hell were you doing the first 6 times? Flipping a fucking coin? What's going on back there? So I used the BB, but all I could think of was, where the hell are people keeping their nipples now? I'm 60, mine are pretty much in the nipple area. Maybe someday they'll be down here, but... And the honest to God truth is, I resent the mammogram, because every time I get one, all I can think is, if we looked for testicular cancer, the way we look for breast cancer, I think we'd have different technology by now. That is a fact. Now, one guy would put his nuts in place. Only one, and the next day the world would be different. Well, come on in, Mr. Peterson. Time to screen for testicular cancer. That's our newfangled testicular cancer screening machine, and you're the first lucky customer. It's really very simple. The bottom plate is here. The top plate is here. You just put one leg up and lean in. I am sorry, sir. We do have to do these one at a time. They don't get to the second nut, you know that. Mr. Peterson, stop. And when he comes back, it's a much better experience. They have something better, like, I don't even know, testicular cancer tickle gloves. Soft microfiber mittens with cancer-finding feathers. Well, hello, Mr. Peterson. It's time to screen for testicular cancer. Seems you're good to go. Oh, no, keep looking. I'll double the copay. You just go. You guys, that's my part of the show. Thanks so much for coming in. Enjoy my presentation. I'll see you around the ship.
Come on, everybody, make some noise for Nora.